Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Look what I got. Look what I got. I got the Crochet Crowds book. I got the pattern book, and if you don't know who the Crochet Crowd are, the Crochet Crowd is one of the bigger crochet channels on YouTube. They've got over 1 million. They are a big crochet channel, and Michael and Daniel have built up this crochet channel. They've been on YouTube for over 13, about 13 years, I think, about 13 years. And Michael is Mikey, as everyone knows him as, and Daniel built this channel up over all those years. So I decided to buy the book to see what it's like, to see what a YouTuber crocheters book is going to be like. Now, the first thing I want to say is this: if you're in, I'm in the UK. If you're in the UK, this is in USA crochet terms. But if you get a post-it note and if you write US term, UK here, and you put single crochet or SC, and it equals a double crochet in the UK, and if you go down the stitches and do that, and you can take the post-it note from page to page, don't let that put you off buying this. This is a really good book. I actually thought they were going to have to really pull the rabbit out of the hat doing a book when they have a YouTube channel, but look at this. It is so colourful. That blanket is in this book. That throw, row by row, stitch by stitch. It is a good book. Now, the one thing they've got kind of like his sort of life story at the beginning, and it's an amazing read. It's a great book just to sit and read along with having a cup of coffee. I keep sliding there. Sorry about the light reflecting. It's quite a sort of well polished book. The one thing I've noticed that a lot of other people don't do with their books, he really gives credit to the people that have helped him along the way as well. The people that do some of his projects for him, the people that have helped with the book, and it's not just a little buy note, there is a little bit about the people that have helped him. So all his little life is his little life, sorry, it's just the way I speak. His little life, it tells you his little life story, and then it goes on to doing the patterns. There's 14 patterns in this book. It's well worth it. Now I'm going to turn it to the back. Now in the USA it's £22.95. I paid £16.95 on Amazon for it in UK money. It will get cheaper. The books always do. So look around, you might get it cheaper than that. That's what the publishers are saying that it should be sold at. But there are places that are selling it cheaper. And the one thing I'm going to tell you as well on the price, if you have an Amazon account, then you can get this for £6.95 for a Kindle. The Amazon have an app. You can put the app on your phone, you can put it on your tablet, you can put it on even on your TV. A lot of them already have the Kindle app in a lot of your gadgets, and you can get a downloadable version of this book as well. It is so much cheaper, easier to carry around as well. But if you like a paper book, then this, it's excellent. I've had a good read through it. So there's lots of patterns in this book. There's 14 patterns, and they go from beginner right up to accomplished. I'm going to say well accomplished. But you can follow this, especially if you're intermediate, even if you're a beginner, because some of these patterns, there's lots of things about the people that have helped them, as you can see. It's not just little tiny little bits. They really appreciate the people that help them. Tells you about his journey. Now this is called Study of the Journey, and this is what they're calling this great big throw. Now don't be put off with this. Look at this. This is all that one throw. Look at it, it's absolutely beautiful. The colours are stunning. Now they go through this, they give you hints, they give you tips, they go through row by row, stitch by stitch, so you can follow this. There's plenty of patterns in different colours, the same one. He goes through each section, and do not let a graph put you off. He will tell you, in this book it tells you, like round 8, it's written down so you can do it. And if you look on the graph, I'm going to show you something about graphs. So that one is round 8. If you read what it says about round 8 and go to round 8 and actually look at it, this is how you work out graphs. That is a UK treble crochet, that one. It tells you all the symbols as well. All the symbols are here, so you can work it out that way as well. So if you read round 8 and look at round 8, this is how I learned how to read a graph. So I know that is a treble crochet. You chain 1, treble crochet down there. I know you've got to skip 2 stitches. Then you're chaining 1, 2, 3, then you're doing your treble crochet, you're skipping 3 stitches, chaining 1. See, that is the same as what it said here, and that is an easy way to follow these type of graphs. You don't need to follow the graph, there is written instructions. Now my mother always says that a crochet pattern and a knitting pattern is 75% visual and the rest of it is reading the pattern. If you can see clearly the pattern and the way it's supposed to look, it is so much easier, and they have done that. They've done that with this. Look at that. Look how detailed that you can see. So if you're doing this row, you can see what it actually should look like. You don't need to follow their colours. You can change the colours to whatever you want. But please don't let these graphs put you off. If you're an accomplished crocheter, you're going to love this. You're absolutely going to love this. There's written instructions, there's graph instructions, and there is clear, big, bold photographs as well. It is amazing. I love this. I really do. And it's done. You can actually stop the pattern once you've done the circle if you don't want to do the rest of the actual throw. So you can stop wherever you actually want. It's very detailed. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. It is beautiful. So you've got your graph for your square corners here as well, and the written instructions. You've got a nice clear photograph here as well. The photographs are lovely. They're really nice and bold, so you can actually see. They've got like beginner's graphs, and then they've got a close-up of it, so you can see more clearly the stitch as well. You've got your graph and you've got your written instructions. They've got all the hints and tips. They've got all the abbreviations of what the stitches are. Now, if you're in the UK, what you can do with this is get a post-it note and just stick it here beside it. So when they're saying single crochet and a double crochet, you can look at your little bit and say, right, for the UK that's a double crochet and a treble. It is quite easy to work out the difference in the USA and the UK terms. Explains the pattern, where it came from in his head as well, if you know what I mean. It is so bright and beautiful. Now, the one thing I really like in this book is this. They've done this scarf, and look at this stitch. This stitch is beautiful. There's a little graph. I can read graphs and I can read patterns as well. Now, it looks complicated, but when you read it row by row, you can actually work it out and it becomes so much clearer for you. I think this would be beautiful as a blanket. This is a beautiful stitch. Look at that. I think I'm going to try that, and I'm going to take this part of it and do it as a blanket. I don't know, I don't know if they'll allow me to upload it onto YouTube. I'll give you credit, Mikey, I really will. But anyway, it just shows you what you can do with patterns as well. You can take sections of a garment. You might not want to make that, but you might want to do that stitch as a blanket, and you can do that. So you can find the part that tells you on here, it tells you the repetitions, it tells you what row to repeat as well. It's a beautiful coloured book. I love the colours in it. There's 14 patterns. There's hats, there's scarves, there's wraps, there's blankets, there's afghans. Look at that. That is a baby blanket. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look, you can really see the detail. So if you're crocheting this and you think, oh, what's it supposed to look like? You can look at the pictures as well. It's simple to follow. It's even got a little stroller or a pram. That's called a pram in the UK for this. I had a pram like that when I had my kids. And there's a page there. Look at this. Look at that dog's face. Look at that. Look at his face. I am not interested. That's so cute. And a cute, lovely, beautiful baby here. Look, and then it's on that blanket as well. So it goes through that. It's really good. Now this, look at this. This is like a baby. At first I thought it was a baby wrap, but it's a wedge wrap. He explains how to do it. He's got hats on here as well. He's got this, he's called it the Tidal Wedge Wrap. It's beautiful. You don't need to stick to their colours. You can choose the colours that you want. He explains how to do it and how it wedges. And I've never actually, I maybe need to try that because I've never done a wrap like that, done in stages where you've got these peaks and wedge shapes in it. Now don't be put off because look, he does exactly row by row, every single row written down, so easy. So it's not complicated at all. It's not. Each pattern has got a key as well. That tells you what the symbols mean if you're going to read it in the graph. So he's covered all the bases. They really have. They've covered all the bases with it. Look at this. This is this wedge wrap. It's done in like 3 sections and I've never known how to do that. So that is a good thing for me. He's got little numbers, and you've also got the YouTube channel as well to go on to the Crochet Crowd, and their website, their blog, their Facebook. He's got another big scarf there. Now this scarf is done in different stitches, so that is going to help you if you're a beginner how to do different stitches. You can take each segment. He's got it done in steps of the colours. So if you only want to do that pattern, you just keep repeating that one. If you only want to do that pattern, you just keep repeating that one. Or you can do it all in sections, which is great because not only is it one pattern and one scarf, it's got all those different stitches in sections that you can use for other things as well. And that's great. Tells you how to put a fringe on. I think they tell you how to put a fringe on. I mean, I sat reading this last night. It was honestly, I went from cover to cover with it. A lovely hat. You can buy those pom-poms as well. You don't need to think, oh, I don't have a pom-pom like that. You can either make one or you can buy those on Amazon. I've got some of those. So there is a lot of things there's something for everyone in it. There's something for everyone. It tells you how to do this maritime wrap. He's done it as a wrap, but you can scale that down and do it as a smaller scarf. You can widen it and make it into a blanket. So there is lots of options with this. So you can let your imagination run away with some of the patterns that Mikey and Daniel have got on here. And look at this one. This one is absolutely beautiful. This is called Ripples in the Bay. Look at that. It's so pretty. And it's all, like I said, step by step. And then he's got all these other ones. Beautiful squares. Now you can stop your square wherever you like, and you can have that as a granny square. You could do maybe 4 or 5 rows, 6 rows, and then do one in another colour. You can do the whole size of it. You don't need to do it as big as they've done it. But I'm just surprised that it's so thoughtful. It's not just hash-bashed together like a lot of crochet books that I've bought before, and a lot of them, one I got recently, only had like 2 pictures in it. Everything else was written, and I thought, how can you follow a pattern without a picture? But there is lots and lots. There's even a little bit about Queen Victoria here. Look at this wrap, it's absolutely beautiful. But don't look at this in a bookstore or online and say, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to follow that. But you'll be able to follow the written pattern, and the rest of it will come to you. It's got simple placemats and place settings. Oops, look at that. So cute. But there is a lot in here. There is a lot. It's not just, I love the way they've done the writing about explaining where the patterns sort of came from, sprung from, the people that have helped them. Look at this. That's not a pattern, I don't think. I think it's just something he's done. But he's got abbreviations telling you what they mean. The one thing I would say, it would have been, I haven't seen it. It could be in here, but I haven't actually seen it. That there could have been a little page saying the USA and what the UK or Europe, what the equivalent is with them. But you can write it down. You can Google it. That is beautiful. Look at that. Now again, it's not just a graph. Hide a graph. So you've got your picture, and then you've got your row by row pattern. You've got your row by row pattern on this, so it's not just the graphs on it, it's all broken down in sections as well. So again, you could do the middle section but not do the outside, so it's more than just one pattern. It could be like 2 or even 3, because you could make smaller sections of that and join them for a blanket. I like it. I really do. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So now you've had quite a good look through this, and you can make your mind up whether you think that you could do this. I think there is a lot in it, but there's so much more in it as well, if you know what I mean. With the square throws, you can do the middle bit, you can do the outer bit. There's lots of choices in there. He's got simple hats, scarves, quite easy blankets. They look complicated, but when you go through it, they're not. Now the one thing I don't know is if the contents in the book are on his YouTube channel. I haven't gone and had actually a look at that. I love this. It's absolutely beautiful. So versatile, because you don't need to just do the square. He's got it broken up like I've said already. You can do the inner circle if you want and just do that, or you can add the outer circle as well. It's got a lot of potential in there that maybe they didn't even realise as well. If you just want a circle, just do a circle, and then you can add, if you want to do a square. If you want to do that as a cushion, I mean here I thought it was a cushion, but it's not, it's the actual throw. But if you want to do that as a cushion, look, you could stop at that white round there and do 2 of them and stitch them together into a cushion and do a throw, and you'll have a little matching set. So there is a lot in here, a lot that can be done to change some of it around to suit yourself. I really like it, and I love the story that, look at that, I think that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So in all, it's getting a thumbs up from me because I think it's fabulous. I really do. It's so colourful as well. Very well thought out of for beginners right through to well accomplished people who've been crocheting for years. It's a great book. But like I said already, if you go onto Amazon, you don't need to have Prime or whatever on Amazon. All you need is an Amazon account. You can sign into Amazon and make an account that's free, and then you can download Kindle books. And like I said already, the Kindle app is in a lot of, it was in my phone that I got, it's in my tablet, it was there already. And if it's not, you can go onto Google and just type in Kindle app, and you can put it on and you can read on your phone. Michael or Mikey, Dan, brilliant, brilliant, well done, well done. Now I'm hoping that you're going to bring maybe one out with a lot of summer things, and the only one thing that I would like to see is, could you put in your next one, because I'm sure you're going to do another one, you've got to do another one, could you put somewhere in for Europe, in the UK, where you've got Single Crochet USA and got UK, because I've looked through the book, it might be here. Leave me a message. Put a comment below that. Put a comment below, Mikey. If there is, I just haven't seen it, and I've looked through for it so I can tell all the people in the UK. But don't let it put you off, people, honestly. And if you're in the USA, you're going to love this. You're going to love it. It's a really good book. Brilliant Christmas gift as well. If you're looking for a Christmas gift, or just for yourself, up to you whether you get the actual physical book, or if you can go on Amazon, you can get it on the Amazon Kindle for a lot less. It's a lot less price. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Help me to get up to 1 million subscribers. Like these guys. And if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.